Greetings, Uja. Thank you for joining in. Gonna wait a few minutes before we get started. I can't hear anything. Check. Oh, there we go. Check. Uja, thank you for joining in. While we wait to get started, I could warm up with some ohms. So we're gonna start with Om Ya. So type this in here. Let's go. So we're getting ready to begin our full moon transmission. I'm going to warm up with some ohms. And you can chant along with me or call a response. Om Ya. Puja. Do it for joining in. I think I can tell what emoji. Om Ya. There we go. Okay. So that is one of the chants for the full moon. And it refers to Lord Djehuty representing the full moon. I'm going to go this way today. Just open it up. And like I said, you can call and response or chant along with me or freestyle. Uja, greetings. Welcome to tonight's edition of Cosmic Chimes and Chanting for the full moon in Sidereal Pisces. And if you've been following this work for a while, you know that I'm using chimes that are tuned to different planets. So I have the tone for the full moon and constellations representing Sidereal Pisces and Chiron, who we refer to as Imhotep at the horoscope system. And tonight, if you saw the post that led you to this moment, you know that the full moon is in Sidereal Pisces and the Chiron is also in Sidereal Pisces. And I'm pretty sure that Chiron is still retro. So that means there's a portal opening. And at horoscopes and kimatones, we correspond the different planets to different Neptune, different gods and goddesses, different cosmic forces of nature from the Unitarian tradition. So the full moon represents Djehuty, the cosmic mind. And Sidereal Pisces corresponds to the goddess NebtHet. And I mentioned earlier that Chiron corresponds to Imhotep. So at this time, we have the illumination of the cosmic mind, highlighting our triggers, our traumas, our emotions, so they can be released calmly, peacefully, painlessly, effortlessly, and that this is a key to healing our wounds. Chiron represents the wounded healer. So this transmission for Djehuty and NebtHet, Imhotep, to illuminate our wounds, our triggers, our emotions, so they can be released, leaving our heart light as a feather, and our mind is oneness with our heart, the little brain and the heart. So we'll begin. And add the system, which is the instrument for eliminating chaos. Awesome. Well, may this help you release peacefully and calmly. Because when things come up, it doesn't mean there's something's wrong. It just means something needs to be released. And the people in our lives are here to help us. They help us bring them up, and then they help us when we can release them. So this is also added to assist in the elimination of chaos. Represents the 4 upper chakras, Aditu Sekudvaras, the heart chakra, Kepara, Aditu, the throat chakra, Sakem, Aditu, the first eye, Mer, Aditu, and the crown, Aditu, Ik, Aditu. Djehuty Dua Nemthet Dua NebtHet Cosmic mind, I've never dreamt Physicality, mortality, releasing, emotions and feelings, healing. On a spiritual level, before it manifests, as human. Immortal, master healer, Chiron, wounded healer, illuminate our trauma, our wounds, our triggers, release emotions and feelings. The key and gateway to healing, to all. Djehuty Dua NebtHet. Djehuty Dua NebtHet for that beautiful transmission. For my activator belt. Okay. Yes, well, I just wanted to put out there that it's not easy to release these deep-seated emotions and triggers and limiting beliefs and obstacles. It's not the easiest thing to do. And so it takes a lot of courage because if we release our emotions with additional emotion, we release our traumas and open up our triggers, and we're emotional while we're doing it, then that makes the situation worse. And like I say, that leads to like a tsunami rather than the goddess NebtHet just pouring out the emotions. Because remember, NebtHet rules the body, the physicality, and our, has a lot to do with our health and physical health and well-being. So we focus on healing from the spiritual aspect, then it makes physical release less stressful. Because if we hold on to these emotions, it can lead to physical ailments. So we want to release them before they manifest in our physicality. They can manifest in our bodies, they can manifest in our environment. So I know that's what I've been working on. And then this will lead us up to the alignment of the equinox in a few days. So I wanted to show, I have this beautiful amethyst crystal here. I got it for my birthday. My daughter, beautiful daughter, got this for my birthday. And I have this big old chunk of tourmaline that I've had with me since my first Saturn return in 1988. So my second Saturn return, I got this giant amethyst. And it's just one of those tools that just makes me feel really good. I wanted to do something with the tuning forks. Let me write it down. Get my activator belt. Okay, I found it. I know I had one out here, but it's disappeared. Okay. Sure, as soon as I sit down, I'll find it. But anyway, in addition to the chanting, I wanted to do a little energy healing with tuning forks because the tuning forks energy doesn't know the difference between distance and time and space. Djehuty for joining. So I wanted to do a little distance healing with tuning forks for this alignment. And then I'll do some more chanting. So I have the tuning forks for the full moon and Neptune or NebtHet, Djehuty NebtHet for full moon and Sidereal Pisces. And I also have the mid-range and the high frequency. So I'm going to do a little self-care, and the energy that I'm putting into the self-care is sending it out to you. So it's just like you're here and I'm giving you a mini chant. Okay? So a piece of rubber on my leg, on the heart chakra. We want to release our feelings and emotions, and then we come up to the lung points for releasing grief and sadness. And the throat chakra, we're able to express our emotions calmly, peacefully, remaining seated on our inner throne. First eye, and crown chakra. And connecting the heart, throat, first eye, and the crown. Focusing on releasing emotions and calmness and peace. For your points, throat, first eye, crown. And high frequency. Get those angel wings. And those wings so we can fly. Our spirits can soar. Okay. Alright, now we're going to do another opening. Some people just joined in, so a little bit more. Alright, so that time I did a lot of the high notes. This time I'm going to stay kind of low so we can get to those really old emotions, like 50 years old emotions or 40-year-old emotions, like from when you were really young. And this one goes out in particular to people who are going through their Chiron return. This is the tone for Chiron. Chiron return happens at around 50 to 52, or like mine, right before I turned 53. And it's a time for healing from events from our youth, like traumatic events that happened when we were very young. For example, like if a parent died or your parents got divorced or you experienced physical trauma, any type of assault or some traumatic experience, you weren't able to process it when you were young. So you come up now, this time. And Chiron's a wounded healer, so when we learn how to heal ourselves, we learn how to heal others, and that's when we become healers. This light is really bright. It's not better. Okay. It's just a little too hot. Okay, so at this time we have the full moon and Chiron in NebtHet, in Sidereal Pisces, Djehuty Dua NebtHet. And if you saw the announcement video, it has images of Djehuty for the full moon and NebtHet. You can see the vase on top of the head, and that's the symbolism I use to represent pouring out my emotions rather than a tsunami when they just like come out all crazy. So on this one, I'm gonna, like I said, go lower to let's try to stay in the lower registers and reach those really deep feelings and emotions that are hard to express, or when they come up, they're painful. And when we're hurting, what is it? Hurt people, or something like that. Oh, and what's the other one? Truth without kindness is cruelty. Yeah, that's the other one. I have the habit of being very honest and truthful, and I'm working on that. More kind when I'm expressing truth. Like, what is it? Lotus, Queen of Bua has this saying with, may our words be like lotus petals when they reach the others, when they reach the ears of others. May our words be like lotus blessings. And that, of course, implies that our mouths have been cleansed by the feather of Ma'at, and Lord Djehuty is choosing our words, and Goddess Shasheta is writing them down, keeping track of everything. And then, of course, the Lord Amun is the witnessing consciousness. And then at the end of our days, our heart is really against the feather of Ma'at. So it's like this cycle, right? So again, I'm going to focus on the lower notes. Maybe I can use two. That's too hard. Never Dua
Djehuty Dua NebtHet Dua Djehuty Dua NebtHet Dua NebtHet deep-seated feeling remaining seated on our inner throne. Healing ancient old wounds, ancestral past life wounds, triggers and blocking our manifestation. Dua NebtHet Dua Djehuty Dua NebtHet Djehuty Djehuty Dua NebtHet.
All right, that felt great. Okay, well, that's what I have planned for this evening. And okay, all right. Let's see what else I can offer. Okay, I got one. Let's see where my drum. Moving right along here. Okay, now I'd like to offer one more tune. This one's using the drum. I know this uses the cosmic chimes because this is kind of grounding. This is a song or offering for creating sacred space and order. So when we're talking about releasing our emotions calmly, to me that means order in the universe. And so, order creation. So we don't want the chaos, order. So it's order in my day, order in my life, order in my life, order my space, order my mind, order my mind, order my day, order my day, order my life, order my life, order my space. I think I can still play with these chimes. Let's yeah, because it has NebtHet in it. Order in my space, order my mind, order my day, order my day, order my life, order my space. Order my space, order my mind, order my mind, order my day, order my day, order my life, order my space. Dua NebtHet. Order my space. Djehuty Order my mind. Djehuty Order my day. Djehuty order my life. Order my space, order my mind, order my mind, order my day. Order my day, order my life, order my life, order my space. Order my space, order my mind, order my mind, order my day. Order my day, order my life, order my life, order my space. Order my space, order my mind, order my mind, order my day. Order my day, order my life, order my life, order my space. Order my space, order my mind, order my mind, order my day. Order my day, order my life, order my life, order my space. Dua NebtHet. Order my space. Djehuty order my mind. Djehuty order my day. my life. Right, Dua. See if there's any comments. Oh, Dua, for being here. I really appreciate your presence. It's a gift to me. And thank you so much. Hey, what my pronouns? Definitely she, her, female, goddess, priestess, chantress, divine female. Balanced, inner, masculine, feminine, but living as, not that. Balanced, living, masculine, inner feminine, living as a goddess on earth. Hope that answers your question. Someone asked me what are my pronouns. Okay, yes, Dua NebtHet, and I'll be posting the replay on Instagram TV and YouTube channel. And I'll be back on Wednesday at 2:20 on Wednesday, which is the September 22nd, will be the fall equinox, for another spiral dance and medicine wheel ceremony for the fall equinox with Sister Shaman. And it'll either be at the Point or at South Shore Cultural Center Beach, but either way, it'll be streamed live. And then September 23rd for another edition of Ancient African Adorations in honor of Lord Atum. Ancient African Adorations, that will be on the Djehuty Ahmet Instagram TV or the Djehuty Ahmet music channel. Yes, I'm going to start my fast. Yes, plenty of water and raw foods, juices, and smoothies and teas, and lots of fresh air. And if you'd like to join in on the 40-day prosperity plan, just inbox me or reach out to me, and we can turn you in. Here in the little group, VIP section. All right, so I hope you have a wonderful full moon. It was full at 6:55 p.m. Central Time. I didn't check on what time it rises. I'm learning to stop saying but, because that negates what we just said. And just remember to raise your inner vibration, raise your vibration, your affluence, your frequency, money frequency, any type of frequency you're tuning into, and then radiate abundance, radiate the vibration you're choosing to attract. You align with that vibration and radiate it. And then when you radiate, then you attract what you're seeking, rather than just trying to figure out how to attract. What I've learned is to radiate, raise your vibration, raise your frequency. And that's sound healing is so good for that. Okay, so Dua NebtHet, and please let me know what you think of these transmissions. Leave your comments. And you can also receive a personal Kemetic Connections session, which includes your personal sidereal astrology reading, the chart, the reading, the consultation, and then a cosmic chimes and chanting session with chants that are channeled in the moment, just for you, just for your birth moment. And you can, you have the recording, and you can use those, whenever you need them. Okay, Dua NebtHet, thanks again for being here. See you next time. Dua to the matrix. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I